Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ and I'm a 4th year jazz student at the Conservatoire here in Birmingham in the UK. This first video is going to be super simple, super straightforward. It's going to be the thing that I wish I had learned right at the start. When I started improvising, I was learning my scales, I was learning my arpeggios and various patterns, but when I was improvising, I wasn't playing the things that I wanted to play. I didn't know how to turn what I had into language, okay? The topic of this video is transcription, and not just transcription, but transcribing and then immediately applying that to your own playing, even if you don't understand what you've just transcribed. The only thing you need to know for this is, what have I just transcribed? And by that I mean, have I just transcribed a major phrase? Have I just transcribed a minor phrase? A 2-5-1, whatever it may be, okay? And then where do I put that? So for example, if I transcribe a major phrase, let's look at this tune, There Will Never Be Another You. Okay, there's a major chord in the first 2 bars. It fits, right? I promise you it fits. If you listen to that little clip of me at the start there, how much language was I putting out there? None of that language, realistically, if I'm being honest, is my own, right? But how much language of anyone today is their own? We all take it from the masters who came before us, okay? Some of that language I took from Vincent Herring, some of it I took from Dick Oates. I know for a fact I took some of that language from Max Einarter. And I'm not ashamed to admit that, because we're all learning from the people that came before us, and that is the thing I love about jazz. It's just a tradition that is passed down. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to start us off with a really, really cool major 2-5-1 phrase. This is one that you hear all the time, and I think I actually might have just played it in that intro video there. So let's get straight into it. Great. So I'm going to be playing this phrase in my G major, in a 2-5-1 in G major. So for me, it's A minor, D7, G major, okay? If you're in concert, it's going to be C minor, F7, B flat major. And if you're on tenor saxophone, it's going to be a 2-5-1 in C major. So it's going to be D minor, G7, C major. Perfect. Let's get straight into it. So this phrase, super simple. I'm going to play it to you. I would love for you to slow it down, go back over the next 5 seconds, just play it back, get it by ear, and then resume once you've got it. So here's the phrase. It's super simple, right? I really love this phrase. How many times have you heard this phrase played? Alright, I'm going to give it to you one more time. This time it will be slower. Replay it, slow it down until you've got it, okay? Let's hear it one more time with a backing track, just to make sure you've got it and that you can hear the 2, 5, 1. Going up the 2, we're going down the arpeggio, and we're reaching the 5, and then we're enclosing, in a long process, we're enclosing the 3rd, which is a super strong note, and it's the most important chord tone in my opinion when we're on the 5 chord. The 3rd is so important because it voice leads perfectly. And again, these are all terms that you've probably heard before: enclosures, voice leading. But you might not know, how do I practice enclosures and get it into my playing? How do I practice voice leading, right? Transcription is the key to all of this, okay? In this one exercise, we're going up the minor scale, we're going down the arpeggio, we're then doing an enclosure of the major third of the 5 chord, and now we're going to go up the arpeggio. 3, 5, 7, 9, resolving. We end on the 5 of chord 1, okay? A super clear chord tone. I would like to make something very clear once again, okay? If you don't understand this phrase, that's absolutely fine. Can you play the phrase? Can your ear hear it? Can you sing the phrase? In my opinion, so long as you can sing the phrase, or at least understand that it sounds good, that's more than enough. Play it on a tune, go to a jam session, you reach a 2-5-1, boom, the phrase goes right in. And I'm going to demonstrate that for you now over 2 tunes. There Will Never Be Another You and Autumn Leaves. So let me quickly show you that now. So I'm going to put in my own phrases to fill the gaps, but in the major 2-5-1s, I will put in the phrase that we learned just now. Let's see how it sounds. Great, so I'm really happy with that, and I'm hoping that for you, the listener at home, you can see that all you did there was you just learned a little phrase, you knew what chords that phrase would work on, okay? This will work on a major 2-5-1. We took a tune, and anytime we had a major 2-5-1, we just played it, right? It was as simple as that. Anytime I reached that, I put it in, and it worked. Even if you didn't quite understand why the phrase worked or how the phrase worked, that might sound kind of crazy, but for me that was exactly how this system worked back when I was learning it a few years ago. I was transcribing things all the time that I just couldn't explain, but it wasn't important to me because I understood that I was getting some time, I was getting some language, I was getting some articulation, intonation. I was copying the people that I was loving and I was beginning to sound like them. Let's do this exact same phrase, and this time we're going to put it into Autumn Leaves. So for me, this is a major 2-5-1 in G. So this is in the key that we originally learned it in when we started off. Cool, so I got a bit carried away, but you can see that even just going into the second chorus there, I ended up on the minor third, and then do 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 do, enclosed the third and carried on the phrase. Sometimes you can just take the start of the phrase, do 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 do. There you go. Do 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 do. There you go. Like, why not take bits of the phrase, okay? And that's what I'm trying to say to you. When you transcribe something like this, and then you transcribe something else, and then you transcribe something else, after the space of a year, you can have a literal library of language that you can just come to, take bits from, and on the fly, you're just editing your solos. And that is where improvisation begins. Even if you get to the jam session, and trust me, I've been there. I've been at a jam session. Yeah, let's do this tune, man. I have absolutely no language except for this 1-2-5-1, okay? I was at that stage 4 years ago. That I was 100% at that stage. Let's look at another phrase. This time we're going to take a phrase from the man, Mr. Vincent Herring himself. If you are playing on a minor chord, this phrase will fit perfectly. In my key, this is E minor. For concert instruments, G minor. And for tenors and clarinets, A minor. This phrase has two really distinct parts to it. You can take the whole thing. You can take the first one. You can take the second one, whatever you want to do. We're going to have a look at the second one, but let me play the entire phrase for you now. Great, so I'm going to take the second part, this part right here. One more time. What a nice phrase. Alrighty, perfect. Well, I'm going to try and play this phrase now. Let's listen to it a couple more times, nice and slow. Do 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 do. That sounds about right to me. Next bit. Do 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 do. 4, 3, 1, 5. Great. Please go ahead, pause the video, run it back as much as you need to. I can tell you without a doubt that when I began transcribing a few years ago, sometimes it would take me an hour to get a phrase like that, and that is not a problem at all, right? It's not about how long it takes. If it takes you an hour, that doesn't mean you're not ready for this kind of phrase. As long as you can hear it, know it sounds good, and be able to play it and sing it, that's all you need right now, okay? So take the time, let's get this phrase down. And now I'm going to show you me playing that phrase on Autumn Leaves. I'm going to play a little bit of the melody. On the major 2-5-1s, I might play our phrase from earlier. On the minor chord, maybe I'll put in this phrase, right? And that's how this kind of thing comes together. That's how your improvisation comes together and your language comes together, because you're simply inputting the language that you've transcribed into this. So let's give that a go. Alright, perfect. So as promised, we can take that phrase, a minor phrase, it will fit over any tune. So we did it there on Autumn Leaves. So why not give it a go on There Will Never Be Another You? So for me, it's A minor. Any concert players out there, it's C minor. Any tenor and clarinet players, it's D minor. And let's quickly transpose that phrase. Let's see how it sounds over There Will Never Be Another You. So in a way, that was almost like a mistake. Where I've been saying, sometimes you can take the first bit, or you can take the last bit, or take the whole phrase, whatever you want. Vincent Herring plays that as a double time line. So in the amount of time I had there, you can see that the whole thing didn't fit. But I took most of it, and then as the chords moved on, I then went ahead and continued improvising on the next bit. You can take whatever works, and of course that phrase works, because we already know it's a minor phrase. And on that minor chord, there was absolutely no reason why that phrase wouldn't work for us, okay? So that's the principle of it. Now, just to finish off, just to prove the method really works, I'm going to find a phrase that I've never played before, and I'm going to input it over Pent Up House, just as I was doing right at the start of this video. I was listening to some Max Ionato on Instagram recently, and I know for a fact I heard a really, really, really nice phrase that I've been meaning to take down. So watch me do that, and I'll show you exactly how I do this process. And this is how I've done it for the last few years. And this is where a lot of my improvement has come from, and it will work exactly the same for you too. Right, so I have found myself a wickedly killing phrase. And it's from this Max Ionato video uploaded on the 28th of September, for anybody who's interested. I'm going to play it to you now, and I'll tell you the exact bit that I love. That's it right there. Let's have another listen. One more time, because that was so insanely good. This phrase uses something that we call the altered scale. Do you understand the altered scale right now? Maybe not. But if you can play this phrase and put it into a tune, you will understand the altered scale faster than sitting and reading it from a book or learning the scale itself. I can assure you of that. It sounds so counterintuitive, like trying to play something that you don't understand. But does this sound good to you? If that sounds good to you, try and get it on your saxophone. And if you can get it on your saxophone, it's yours to keep. I'll go ahead and speed this up while I just spend a couple of minutes learning this phrase, and then that phrase will be mine, and we will go ahead and put it on Pent Up House, just as I did at the start of this video. Let's do it. Alright, awesome. So I have got this phrase down. I will play it to you now. It's really nice. Let's move this into the correct key for Pent Up House. So for me, my 2-5-1s in Pent Up House, as you can see on screen, are in E major. So I need to make sure that this phrase now starts on B7 and resolves down to E major. Alright, that I think is the phrase ready to go. And now I'm just going to apply it immediately to Pent Up House. Let's do a little solo to end this video. I would love for you to be able to say that you met your lesson objectives, right? Our objectives were to understand more about theory, time feel, articulation, tone. Transcription will give you all of that, okay? But our main lesson objective was to be able to be at a stage where we have some scales, we have some arpeggios, we have some theory, but we want to take it to the next step. And if you feel as though this lesson has given you that, I would love to have a little comment down below, because this is my first video on the channel, and to be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm doing. Here's me playing Pent Up House using our new Max Ionato phrase. Thank you all for watching. My name is RJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.